Today, I want to show you 4 smart investments you can start with as low as 80,000 naira and above if you are new to Forex trading or you feel like Forex trading is too risky for you. We have 4 smart investments and they are safer. And even if you are a Forex trader that is making money, you need to understand these other investment alternatives so that you can use them to diversify what you are doing in your trading. My name is David Wekulo. I am a Forex trader with more than 7 years experience and also a fund manager. A student reached out to me and asked me, if I invest 50,000 naira in Forex trading, how much am I going to make? That kind of question is for somebody who does not understand what Forex trading is really all about. In 2017, I was teaching in a secondary school and I just learned how to trade Forex. Okay, so when I learned how to trade Forex in the school, the teachers used to come together and contribute money every month and then give it to one of the teachers, and we used to do that from January to October. So it was the beginning of the year, so I asked the group to contribute for me in January, hoping that I can take that money, put it in my Forex trading account and be making money. But when I gathered all this money and put it into trading, that same week I blew up that trading account. And when I blew up the trading account, I was paying this money painfully from the beginning of January down to October without getting any return. And you should not be this kind of person. If you come into trading for the first time, your focus should be how to preserve your capital. So while you are learning how to trade, it might take you a period of 3 months to 6 months to actually gain mastery over Forex and start doing it full time. These investment options can be there for you. I want you to click on the subscribe button and be a part of this community, and let's go. The first investment we have is called Federal Government of Nigeria Savings Bond. This Federal Government of Nigeria Savings Bond is an investment option that is available to all Nigerians, both home and abroad. You can actually lend some money to the government. It can stay for a period of 2 years or 3 years, and the government will be paying you interest on your investment, and they pay this interest every 4 months. If you want to know about the FGN Savings Bond, what you just need to do is go to your browser and search for FGN Savings Bond. Yes, you see it there. Then you enter, you see this Nigerian Debt Management Office. That is where you get it. So you visit their website and you can scroll down. Okay, so these bond options are actually investment offered by the Nigerian government, and it is a very safe investment. Right, you can start with as low as 5,000 and you can even invest to as high as 50 million naira if you have that money. What you need to understand is that this investment comes up once every month. Scroll down, you will see FGN Savings Bond offer for subscription May. So the May edition came up around 5th of May and it is over. So what you should be waiting for is that of June. Alright, so when you click to open, you will see this PDF file and they will explain the investment for you. So you see here you have 2 years FGN Savings Bond due for May 14, and then the return for that is 16.17% per annum. Any money you invest for that 2 years period, you are going to receive your capital along with 16.17% return on your investment, and it is very safe. Then you also have 2 years FGN Savings Bond due May 2028. Now you see this one offers 17.17%. It means if you lend this money to the government, the money is going to stay there for a period of that 3 years, but they will be paying you this return on investment every 4 months. The 17% that you have will be split every quarter and you will be receiving. So if you can just lock up your money there. This is very good for people. You can use it to manage your rent. If you have like 5 million naira, instead of paying rent every year, you can actually take this money, deposit it in the Federal Government of Nigeria Savings Bond, and then the interest, the return on the investment can actually service your rent for that period. And this is how smart people actually manage their funds. If you read further, you will see that you can start with as low as 5,000 naira and then it can progress to 50 million if you have that. If you want to invest, the way to do it, you have to invest through a stockbroker, but you do not have to go to the stockbroker's office and invest. There is an app online called Afri Invest 2.0. This Afri Invest 2.0 app, when you download the app and fill in your details, it will give you an option to actually invest in this federal government bond. And Afri Invest app 2.0 is owned by an investment bank in Nigeria, and it is a very safe investment option. Okay, I'm going to do a detailed video video if some of you want to know how to go about it. This video is focused on creating awareness. That is my focus. The second investment option you have is Treasury Bills. You can actually invest in Nigerian Treasury Bills. The Treasury Bill investment is just like the federal government saving bond, but it is short-term investment. You cannot invest in Treasury Bills more than 1 year. The investment begins from 3 months and progress to 1 year at most. And one of the good things about this investment is that the day you carry your capital and invest, you can actually request for the return, the capital, that is the interest on your investment, to be paid to you the same day, and then you wait for that period of either 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 1 year for you to receive your capital. For you to invest in the Nigerian Treasury Bills, you also need to go through the broker. And then the Treasury Bills, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can invest through the primary market. If you are investing through the primary market, you do not need to go through the broker platform. You can walk into any bank. If you have up to 50 million naira and above to invest, you have to invest in the primary market. But if you have less amount of money, like 100,000, maybe the minimum amount you can invest in Treasury Bill is around 100,000. You need to go through the broker platform. And then the Afri Invest 2.0 also gives you the option. You can also check other stock brokers across Nigeria, and then this investment option is there. So don't just keep your mind in forex trading alone, especially if you do not have enough money to trade with, and number 2, you do not have enough experience to be in the industry. Consider this investment option. I'm going to do a detailed video as well if I see more comments. The third safe investment option that you can do if you do not have enough money or experience to trade forex, you can invest in some of the fintech companies in Nigeria. The fintech industry in Nigeria is a booming industry. It is doing well and it is becoming very stable. You have apps like PiggyVest, you have apps like Optimus, Opay app. So many of these things are properly registered with the Central Bank of Nigeria and they are regulated, and you have opportunity to invest, to save your money there, and you can receive as high as 12% return on your investment per annum. Optimus is owned by an investment bank, so it's a safe app that you can use. There are options for you to lock up your savings. If you want to lock up your savings for a period of 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, you can lock it up. All right, there are also options for you to invest and it will be yielding return for you, but you can liquidate the investment anytime. So consider these options for you. If you want me to do a tutorial on how to pick the best apps for you to run this investment, it is very important. For me, anytime money comes to my hand and I pay my tithe, I take the same amount of money. If I pay 10% as my tithe, I take 10% and I send it to one of these savings platforms to just stay there so that it can yield a little return. Anytime I am in need of that money, I can just go and pull it out and use them. So that is another valuable option for you if you are considering a safe way to invest your money when you are learning how to trade or before you acquire enough experience. If you have something like 5 million naira in your bank account and you are considering to trade forex, that 5 million naira, instead of carrying that money and putting it in the forex market and blowing it up, you can actually carry that money, invest it in one of these options that I've been naming. Keep it for a period of 1 year, let it yield you that 17%, that 15%, then you carry that return and trade instead of investing your money in an undertaking that you do not understand. Now, the final investment I am going to discuss today is how to invest in cryptocurrency and actually make money, real money. I am talking about cryptocurrency. You might be surprised. Why is he talking about crypto? Crypto is high risk. No, this is not what I'm saying. I'm going to show you how you can invest in crypto and actually get as high as 500% return on your investment and as high as 900% return on your investment. This is actually possible without giving your money to anybody. Actually, you can do this on your own. In 2020, I was very naive. I didn't know so much about cryptocurrency. Someone I trust very well walked into my office and told me that he is into Bitcoin mining, that he wants me to invest 1 Bitcoin with him so that every month he will be giving me some returns in Bitcoin. Since my business is in forex trading, I felt like, okay, this is somebody I know very well and he was even higher than me when it comes to career. I felt like giving him that money was a good investment, but it was one of the worst investment mistakes I have made in my life. I ended up buying 1 Bitcoin and sending it to him, hoping that every month he was going to give me a return, but that was stupid way of doing it. So what happened? Took the money and the first month he paid me a little Bitcoin, the second month, and that was the end. I began began to call, there was no way, and I learned my lesson. So what is the strategy you can use without throwing your money to any kind of investment? Is for you to invest in cryptocurrency the way I'm going to explain. Remember, this is still for educational purpose only. Before you use this strategy, do your own analysis. So for me, I go to the crypto platform and I research the top 10 cryptocurrencies or up to 15 cryptocurrencies that have been there over time. I do not buy new coins. I do not try to rush into a new project to 10x my return. I don't do that. What I just do, I go to the platform, I research the top 15 cryptocurrencies that have been there over time, and then I look at their all-time high. What this currency I have picked, what is the price that it has reached the all-time high? I mark that all-time high. Then I look at the all-time low where it was long. Then I wait for this coin to trade back towards the low during the bear market. When this currency has dropped down towards the low, I simply go to my crypto exchange. I can use Binance or I can use Bybit, and I fund my wallet, buy this crypto and save it. I can either keep it in the exchange if it is small money. If it is not a small amount of money, I transfer it into a safe place and I keep the currency there. I do not trade. I just buy the currency, own it, and keep it there. So if you come to a platform like Binance, for example, come to under trade, you see that they have spot trading. This is what I mean. When you trade spot and you buy one Bitcoin, it means you own one Bitcoin. If the price of that Bitcoin comes down to 50,000, you still own one Bitcoin. If the price goes to 100,000, you still own one Bitcoin. As far as you own one Bitcoin, you are not going to lose money until you sell. So you can buy and own it. So this is how it is. So I do not trade margin. When you trade margin or futures, you are trading like Forex. You do not own the Bitcoin, but you carry your money and fund it and stake. You are buying into the hope that it will appreciate into something. You are doing derivative trading. You do not own that coin. You only carry a portion of your money, leverage it, borrow more, and then you trade. If the currency keep appreciating just like you have calculated, you will make money. But if it keeps coming down, you'll be losing money. If your account size can no longer handle that trade, you will blow your account. I do not advise anybody to go into futures trading or margin trading. I analyze the currencies. One of the currency that gave me a good return, which I want to show you, is XLM. This currency is also called Lumen. You can read more about it. This video I am doing is for information purpose only, and I'm giving you an overview. If I see enough comments, people requesting that I should do detailed video for each of these investment options, I'm going to do detailed video and explain to you how you can go to trade it one step after the other. So look at SLM USDT. You look at this currency, this is what we have here. You see that this currency has been there since 2018 and it traded to the all-time high. This was the all-time high. So when I saw that this currency dropped to this low and traded up to that point, okay, I noted that all-time high. Then it dropped. When it dropped and came here and started consolidating, I saw this place as an opportunity, a place to start buying this coin. So I went to the exchange, I started buying XLM. After buying some time, because my target was I'll keep buying, because this is not a cryptocurrency that will go away anytime soon. It has been in the market for a long time. And then after I've bought enough, I will keep the currency there. Even if it let it drop back to the all-time low, I will not sell it. I will keep holding that coin until it comes back towards the all-time high. That is where we will sell that coin. So what happened? We kept on buying. Then you see 1 to 3, period of 3 to 4 weeks, the market pushed and pushed and pushed and came back towards the all-time high. That was in December 2024. You see what happened to this currency. So if you had bought around here, there you would have made money. I am marked this area again. I am waiting for this currency to come back. When it reaches around this area I bought previously, I will start buying again. I remember in 2021, my wife bought a coin that actually gave us money within the shortest possible time using this same strategy. All right, where it is now, I don't think it's a good time for me to start buying this currency. I'll be waiting for it to come to a fair value and I'll start buying. So that is the strategy. Another currency you will look at is SRP. SRP did the same thing. If you look at SRP, let me do it against USDT. You see this currency got the first all-time high here, it dropped, created another all-time high, then it came down here. This was an area. All this time we are seeing this sluggish movement. It's an area to keep buying this currency, and you see how it moved from here to there. If you analyze the movement from here to that point, it has given you more than 500% return on your investment. Like for that SLM, I'm sure of SLM USDT. The price at which we bought this currency was around here. which is 0.100. So if you come to Excel, for example, and you see that we bought the let me look at that price we bought. The price was 0.094. If you come to Excel and do 0.094 there, and then the price we sold that currency around here, price here. It was where we sold 0.60. So that was 0.601. That was where we sold it. So how can you do this calculation? If you do equal to, take the price you sold that currency minus the price you bought it, divided by the price you bought it, and multiply everything by 100, it will give you the percentage. So the percentage return on that investment was 539%. And imagine, even if it took you 2 years or 3 years to do this, to just buy and hold it, you can make up to 500% return on your investment. And there are other coins. In this video, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I showed you smart investment you can do if you are new to trading without losing your money. All right. And there are more options. You have mutual fund investment. You can also learn how to invest in stocks. You both US stocks and Nigerian stocks. If you want to learn all these things, comment, tell me you want to learn them, and I'm going to take all these things and I teach you one by one. And even after learning all this, you still know that Forex trading has one of the highest return if you know what you are doing. And if you want to learn how to trade Forex effectively, then join the West Forex Academy today and learn how to trade effectively.